Welcome back, everybody, to part 9 of Tomb Raider 4. I am Badass Games, and we gotta go. All right, we got work to do. We lost the Game of Sedent last game at the very end, and so now we are on the losing path. And in this way, we can actually get the secrets that we missed by taking the winning path. So this is the this is the way to go. Okay, if you want to get all the secrets, this is what you have to do. You have to lose the Game of Sedent. Okay, and that's exactly what I did prior to the end of the last video. Anyway, so what happened is these pieces, or these tiles, didn't raise this time. These tiles are now down. But what did happen is there are 4 hatches in this room that have opened, okay? And now there's a secret that needs to be had if by sliding down these things. Now you can do it a certain way. There are different ways to do it, to get the secret. And you can get them by sliding down all of them if you want. However, 2 of them are going to make them very easy for you. If you slide down either this hole right here or this hole right here, then it's very easy to get the secret. You'll slide straight into it. Well, you might actually miss it. I mean, you have to jump at a certain time, but that's it. The other sides, you actually have to I'll show you how to actually get it, because I'm going to go down the wrong end. Notice that these ones are here at the end of the game board. So if you go down the ones at the beginning of the game board, what's going to happen is you're going to have to do something. Doesn't matter, okay? No matter which one you guys go down, then employ this strategy. Oh crap! Hold the right button, and if you slide backwards, then you have to grab the edge. If you grab the edge, then good. What's going to happen is if you came from the other direction, you're going to slide from where behind Lara, the way that she's facing now. You're going to come from behind her, and you're going to slide down this slope right here. And then when you get to the end here, you just jump, and there you go. I hope that made sense. I'm pretty sure I did a lot of rambling and said a lot of things that didn't make sense. But we want to go down into here. Yeah, there's a couple items. There's some Uzi clips, and then these jars have some stuff in them. So blow these things open. And pick them up. Uzi clips, wide shot, shotgun shells, and a small med pack. And now we can use this pole to get the heck out of here. Alright, yeah, these poles are ridiculous. Not the worst feature in the game, though. We're coming up on the worst feature of the game, and I'm sure a lot of you that have played this game know what I'm talking about. Alright, let's get out of here. Or we just bash Lara's face against the wall. Always works. Now this, now you gotta be careful coming out of here, because you want to slide down the center of this, the slope here. And if you don't, then you gotta do some special jumping in order to align yourself to the center, because you gotta jump and grab a pole. Pretty freaking difficult task to do in this game for some reason. But you want to go down the center of this slope here. So what I'll do is I'll stand like this and then hop backwards, and I should be fairly in the center, and then jump and veer, and hopefully I grab the thing. If you don't grab it, then you'll slide and you fall and you die, and it's like, wow, you know, you have to be pretty precise with this thing. I'm pretty fortunate that I was able to do that. No, what the heck are you doing? All right, I didn't take any damage. That's good. I didn't actually want to do that. I'm actually gonna climb back up here before I show you what's in that room. Some evil things in that room. Okay, so now that we came down this side of the slope, okay? I'm claiming these items, but we came down that side of the slope, which means we came down this pole. Now, when we go in this room, if you look across the way, there's actually another pole. Okay, you could actually enter this room from that side if you went the way that didn't have the secret. Okay, so you might actually end up over on that side. You can see the ladder there. That means that that's the side that's the wrong side, okay? If you come from that side, you have to do a double swing. You have to do like a double hop on these 2 dangling ropes here, which is like pretty much an impossible frickin' task. But hopefully I can alleviate some of that impossibility. We'll see. It's still pretty frickin' impossible at sometimes. Okay, so there's this bat. We can just throw a slug in his face and then run up here. There's a secret in that room back there. We're going to go back and get that because we got to go back there anyway. But as soon as we enter this room, some rhino dogs are going to pop out and deliver some shotgun beads into their face. And then we actually want to grab this ornament. It looks like a piece from the Senate game. We want to drive. We want to pretty much pull this thing out. And it takes a little while, as usual. Now, where we want to place this thing is actually wherever she stops. I think she's going to stop right here, yeah, because she can't pull it back any further. And the reason why is because you can see these huge hammers. Yeah, those guys. Those guys are going to do us a favor when we flip this switch. The job is done. Now let's go stand in between those things like a dumbass and grab this piece. Now you don't have to worry about it. It's actually not going to hit you, but it's still pretty ridiculous to actually have to stand between two huge hammers to get these pieces you need. I wouldn't do it. I'd be out of this. I wouldn't even enter this frickin' cave, man. I'm too scared. Anyway, we got that piece. Now the next thing to do is basically we want to go into. You know what? In order to get into some of this stuff, it's sometimes useful to use the ropes, but I'm going to boycott the ropes. I'm boycotting that crap. I'm going to use that as little as I possibly can in this game. If I don't have to use a rope, I'm not using it. So, I need to go in this door right here. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to slide down here and climb up into... Now these doors right here, yeah, you just push these open. I should have mentioned this in the last video because we did encounter those types of doors. Those doors are not obvious that they are doors. They didn't tell us that in the tutorial. Another thing that Von Croy failed to mention to us, and another feature, and it's a new feature in the game, but they didn't tell us. Okay, so anyway, I'm sitting here trying to fix something right now. I'm gonna go in this door here in a second. Okay, I'm ready. Oh, I don't know why I have my shotgun out. It's just a secret. So we get the small med pack and the crossbow bolts. And that's great. That's all great. Now what we want to do is we actually want to get down to the bottom. We're going to climb that ladder here now. We want to get down to the bottom safely. And then we can climb the ladder. Now we're going to go for yet another secret that's in this room also. And in order to get this one, you can either climb to the top and then turn around and drop, or you can actually use the new feature of going around corners while you're climbing. Just make sure you wait until you actually have good footing on this side to let go. Otherwise, it'll bug out and think that you're still on the other side. You'll fall and then you have to climb the thing again. It's retarded. Don't do it. Climb up into this hole. This is going to be the other secret that's in this area. And now, which way do I climb? I just climb out this way. Oh, this isn't a secret. This is... Sorry, this is not a secret. This is actually the way to get to the next piece that we need. Just to look at what we actually picked up, though. Cartouche piece 1. So, yeah. And this piece, or this thing right here, actually contains cartouche piece 2. So we need to go put this guy in between those two huge hammers. Except this time, there's a little caveat to doing this. Because as soon as the piece is there, there's no lever to pull. The hammers automatically drop. So what I'll do is I'll just, I guess I'll just run and hop over this thing and push it the rest of the way. Now, as soon as I start pushing this thing, I'm immediately going to start holding back and jump. I'm holding it right now, and luckily she's not doing it, right? Well, as soon as she gets her footing, she's going to do it, and then the hammer's going to shatter that thing and pick up your last cartouche piece. And before we actually go back, we can actually draw our shotgun, because there's going to be a rhino dog. 2 of them! That took care of them. But there's also some items in here. small med pack, get some shotgun shells, and that means we are ready to leave. We have everything we need in here. Well, I can't climb up that way. Whoops. So, now that we have both these cartouche pieces, they actually need to be combined in order to create the Ba cartouche. And the Ba cartouche is going to open up one of the doors that are in this room that we came from. Now that we're out here, we're just find a safe way to get down. I think we can actually safely drop from here too. Okay, so the door that the piece goes to is actually this one right here, the one with the green tint to it. Hope you're not colorblind. So throw the Ba cartouche into here, and it's gonna open the doors, but it's also gonna spawn 2 dogs. So there's one, and there's one, and they're dead. So put the gun away. Yay, and yet another frickin' hammer swing thing. So, and we got some fire here that's going to prevent us from being able to push that thing. Push that piece that you see there at the end, all the way in between the hammers. So, we got to turn the fire off, and in order to do that, we can flip this switch here. Now, there's 2 ways to actually go about this. You can actually drop, and then there's a crawl space down there that'll take you out to the outside of this room, and you can run in and then go pull the piece. Or you can actually, there's actually another way inside of here that's a little bit quicker. So, but it is timed. So as soon as we flip the switch, we gotta go. Okay, so run, jump, grab, pull the switch, turn around in the air, whatever, you know, do some fancy stuff, and then now we gotta run and jump onto this pole. Grab it. Nice. Okay, pull yourself up. And then we want to... Whoa, that was close. Grab this thing and pull it. And don't stop. Just hold that action button until she stops. But then we got to get on the other side of it and push it into the way of the hammers. This is going to be the last tile that I'm going to be able to pull it onto. Now I gotta hurry up and get to the other side of this thing. Oh, the music stopped. That's fine, that actually gives us a couple more seconds. Now push this thing on into the... between the 2 hammers, and then hold the back and jump button. And then go grab the piece. Now the flames come on. Well, there's really not much you can do, except for go pull the switch again. And you can do the whole thing over. And you can actually move the guy, you can actually move the piece like 1 tile forward if you are... You can actually move it 2 tiles forward in order to give yourself a little bit of an advantage for over the timer. So there you go. Now the piece that we picked up is the Ra cartouche. And the Ra cartouche is going to open up this door right here. And yes. Throw this thing in there. And now we're going to actually encounter a new type of enemy. And you can't kill him. Well, you can. But you can't kill him with your weapons. I'm going to show you how to get rid of this guy. He's a flame spirit. And there he is. I don't like these guys because they set you on fire. They do set you on fire, and that's a bad thing. Now, the idea is to keep like weaving left and right to try to avoid him. Or try to get ahead of him. And all that stuff. Now, to get rid of this guy, if we go back into the room where we were moving that, those pieces, there's actually some water here. And we can stand in the water, and he's going to actually hit the thing and die. So sweet, now we don't have to worry about him. And I really hate those enemies. They are a real pain in the ass. And there's a couple different varieties of them. You got the fire one, and you got a couple of other ones that you'll see also. I'm not going to mention them, though. So this is how you just get out of here, is just go through this crawl space, And like I said before, you can actually use that crawl space in order to get up to the top here if you don't feel comfortable trying to jump on a pole. And it does give you plenty of time to actually move the piece into position. Okay, so now we got that fire spirit out of the way. We gotta do some really annoying things with these ropes. Here's what I recommend you do. Okay, right now, you see those 3 ropes right there? The idea here is to hide them behind the rope that's in front of you. If you have them hidden, or if you're in the center of the tile, then good. And if you have a hard time trying to line her up, this is what I would recommend, is try placing her in the center on a tile down here. Like, let me get off center here real quick. So what I'll do is I'll actually line her up here in the center, and then I'll jump and grab the ledge. By grabbing the ledge, it automatically aligns her straight along the tiles, and so you just turn around and you can do a running jump and grab the rope, and you know for a fact that you are already aligned to the other ropes. Very good strategy there. I recommend you use that one. And also save your game, because this is probably the worst designed aspect of this game, and it really irritates the crap out of me. This is probably the reason why Tomb Raider 4 is not my favorite game. Instead, it's Tomb Raider 3, because of these things right here. So what we do is we'll swing, and as you can see, the other ropes are hidden behind this one. That's the goal. That's what we want. Do not rely on your look functionality to try to align yourself. If you notice, the ropes are no longer hidden. So if I try to line it so that the ropes are behind it while the look button is pressed, I'm going to be jumping off to the side for the ropes. So make sure they're aligned without the look button pressed. All right, now when you do this, you don't want to get too high and you don't want to get too low. If you try to get too high and grab the next rope at the base where it's hanging from the ceiling, you're gonna miss it and you're gonna go all the way through. So you gotta. It's really hard to time that too. There's really no cue, nothing to tell you. Yeah, see, I went straight through it. But look at me, I am dead center on this tile. I was definitely holding the action button to grab that rope too. So yeah, just really crappy programming. I can't believe how horrible this aspect is of the game. It looked like it was going to be fun, but they really dropped the ball on this one. So let me reload and try this again. The reason why I'm reloading, the reason why I saved it making sure that I was aligned. So I don't have to worry about aligning myself anymore. I just run and jump and grab. And I don't have to explain anything anymore, so hopefully the stupid game will actually register my jump. There we go. See, what happened last time I was just a little bit too high. Just a little bit too high on the rope. That's it. That's all it takes. Or if you don't jump at the right moment. Nah, see this time. Ooh! I thought I wasn't going to make that one, but I did. Okay, so now that I'm on the final rope, we actually have to do this again. Okay? If you want all the secrets and everything. So that could have been your last time. You can get this secret if you want. But there's another secret that we need to get, which includes us going back to the needing to swing on those ropes again. Very ridiculous, if you ask me. Okay, so now what you could do is you could hop onto that rope and then swing over into that area over there. But like I said, I'm gonna avoid the ropes entirely. I'm boycotting those things unless I absolutely have to use them. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use this tile to get around it. Yeah, it's with this pillar here, it makes it really difficult to actually turn on that or go around the corner on that tile. So stand here, aim for that little piece jutting out there, just jump and grab, and forget about those frickin' ropes. Enter this room, and as soon as we get to the end here, a couple of bats are gonna spawn behind you. Just blow them away with whatever weapon you want to use. I'm gonna use the shotgun because I'm not allowed to use the pistols. And I'm pretty sure I got a lot of shotgun shells. Alright, now let's actually go into this room. We want to climb this pole. And the way we want to jump off this pole is actually behind the way she's facing right now. So let's do this. Okay, so before we actually do anything, we actually want to run around to the ends here, because a couple of bats are going to spawn. There's one there, and then there's another one off to the edge over here. if he ever comes over here. Oh, I think he bugged out. He went into the walls or something. That sucks, because I don't even know when he's going to come back. Anyway, just imagine for a moment that I killed him. There's a switch right here on the wall. Let me light a flare for you. You can clearly see it now. We actually want to jump and grab this using one hand and fall. Take a little bit of fall damage, but that's okay. We actually want to climb this pole again. I actually want to get rid of this flare in case she decides she wants to throw the thing when I'm trying to grab a ledge. Alright, let's align ourselves. Maybe go up a little bit higher. Oh, I hear the bat. Where'd he go? Where is he? Anyway, that switch, what the switch did, it actually raised this platform right here, and we can actually reach our hand into this hole and grab a torch. An unlit torch. Now what we want to do is we actually want to drop this thing all the way down to the bottom. Just press the button to draw your weapons and she'll toss that thing. Watch where it goes. You don't want to forget where you put that thing. Okay, so it's in the center tile there. Good. That's where we want it. Now we need to get down. We need to go all the way down to the bottom. Which, if you don't want this secret, if you don't want to have to worry about doing that rope thing again, then forget about it. Don't even worry about it. Just go up this pole and you can actually end the level. But there's 2 secrets that we need to get. Or no. Just another one, right? I forget. It don't matter. I'm going to do whatever the game wants me to do. So run and jump, grab in the air so you can actually slide into here. And then you can actually fall off up there at the front if you don't want to take any fall damage. I honestly don't care at this point. And here's where I drop the torch. Let's pick this thing up. We want to go into this room that has the swinging ropes. Whoa, crap. There's a pedestal here where we can actually light this torch on. Light the torch. Now that we have the torch lit, there's a couple of torches that are sitting on the wall, that are mounted to the wall here. Do you hear that? It sounds like the bat's just going crazy. So let's light these torches. And by lighting these torches, it's going to open up this hatch right here. Toss that torch, we don't need it anymore. And you can actually probably get down there quicker, or safer. There's a ladder there you can use. Alright. This secret's actually kind of hard to get because of this blade right there. And what I would recommend doing is saving before you do this, because that thing's going to kill you if you do this wrong. Alright, with that done, let's wait for this thing. I don't even know if you have to worry about doing, like, timing it or whatever, but I usually go after the second time that it does its thing. So you want to sprint, and then just before it, you want to jump. You jump straight through that thing. Yay! Now, here's the deal. You can only pick up 2 of the items in this room safely. So one of those items is this one right here. It's the wide shot shotgun shells. Okay, and then there's also these grenades. We can grab these safely. But when you pick up the flares or the large med pack, it's actually going to spawn some scarabs, and we want to avoid them guys at all costs. Just grab the things and go. That's all I really... Grab this thing and get the heck out of there. And then try to get... Try to grab these and... Yeah, I'm gonna get some bites, whatever. And spawn 2 different sets of scarabs. Now, they'll follow you, which is fine. Luckily, we don't have to worry about that spinning blade thing. When we get to the end here, we can actually hop out of here. And they'll still follow you, so be careful. They'll still follow me up here. When we get to the end here, we actually want to turn to the left. Oh gosh, I made a boo-boo. Made an error. Turn to the left, and then you can hop up here easily. And now the scarabs won't follow you. You're actually pretty safe, so just climb up this ladder. And we're still not done. There's a couple of other items we can claim before we move on and actually need to use the 3 ropes again. So let's go claim those. And now here you see a lever here, and what do you want to do with levers usually? You just want to throw them, right? Well, that one you don't want to throw, because what it's going to do is going to release one of those spirit things that we saw earlier. Except this one's different. It's an ice spirit. And I haven't figured out a way to actually get rid of it yet. It doesn't die to water because it's ice. And I've tried using the torch. Maybe I was using it wrong. There's probably some way you can do it. I'm not sure how to actually kill them, so I'm just going to leave him there. Not even worry about it. Don't flip that lever. He comes out of that box there in the center of the room. In case you were wondering what that box was for. Sweet. Now let's go back over here and line ourselves up to do this jump again. Now, instead of actually doing the whole line up and jump and all that stuff, I'm actually going to try to line myself up the regular way while I'm on the rope. Because it's difficult, and I want to explain some I want to give you guys some tips in case you have to. Okay, so basically, like I said before, you want to hide the rope behind this rope. But look, there's another thing that really irritates me about poles and ropes, okay? Turning is opposite. I'm pressing right now, which means apparently they say, oh well, you turn Laura to the right, and, you know, her back moves to the right when you do that. Well, okay, let me stay on the ground and move to the right. Well, look, everything goes to the left, so it's completely backwards. What were they freaking thinking? Oh man, it's so irritating. All right, let me get on this rope and do this right. I took some fall damage. I don't care. I'm almost at the end of the level anyway. Okay, so now what you want to do is same thing as before. Is you want to align, make sure that all the ropes are behind each other. And it's really freaking difficult because just the slightest freaking motion isn't enough. And a motion that's just slightly longer than that is too much. So it looks like I'm pretty good at being aligned right now. So let's do this. Press the sprint button and then she'll swing. Slide to the bottom here. And press the sprint button, she'll swing and miss. And die. Which means I gotta do all this entire room over again. Guys, I will see you guys back at this spot. Take it easy. Alright guys, I'm back and I'm gonna go ahead and do this rope thing. I'm actually gonna do it by aligning myself, because this is just freaking ridiculous. Oh my gosh. Okay, run and jump, grab. Oh, and I should actually save my game. And take a mental note that I'm saving the game while holding on to the rope, which means that I have to hold the action button. Otherwise, whenever I load the game, otherwise I'm gonna fall. I have to reload. So, yeah. Not a smart move, but we'll do it anyway. Okay, so let's just swing, grab it. Nice. Okay, so if you remember, if you recall, well, you guys should recall, because it just happened, but I fell short of this rope. And I didn't do that this time, so that's sweet. And I realized I actually saved it before I went and got that other secret to the, to where the blades were actually spinning. And yes, you can get hit by the thing. I actually went too early and the things were closed. I know I jumped at the right time, but they were closed when I tried to jump through it, and I took some damage. It didn't kill me, though, which was interesting. But I did take away a lot of damage. Oh, I hear that bat. There he is. There he is not. Okay. Now, we are done with all of this stuff. We're actually going to go toward the end of the game. There's one more secret to be gotten, but it's actually up here. Oh man, I really wish I was that pole right now. I'm only saying that because of the length of the thing, not because Lara's sliding along it. Okay, so jump off this thing and actually go around to the edge here, or around to one of the sides, and don't fall. And continue into this room. Pull yourself up. Now you think, okay, let's just continue up into that area, and well, if you look up, there's actually a hole there, and it's really hard to get to. Well, you can't get to it without actually doing something. Let's light a flare real quick, and you'll notice that on this back wall there's a switch. We can pull this switch. We'll fall through this hole, but that's fine. What that switch did is it actually raised that Ankh symbol that was on the floor. And now we can climb up into this area. that I mentioned before. And this is the last secret. Now, if you check your secrets, let me make sure I actually got them all. You should, yeah, okay. You should have 37 of 70. So that's good. You get the crossbow bolts, you get the large med pack, and the Uzi that's laying here. And then we continue into this area. And this door opens, and now if you look over here, this is where the winning guys. This is where you come out at. Losing guys, you come out of this door that I just came out of. And there you guys have it. Let's watch this cutscene.
For I have served the god of light, Horus, at the time of plagues. To read this inscription means that the ruler of
darkness is free. Set is released to walk abroad amongst the mortals, enlisting his armies of the night to serve him. He who removes the amulet and releases the dark power of Set shall summon the sun god Horus, for only the power of light will again imprison him. By the power of the amulet and armor of Horus shall Set, the ever-living, be confined for all eternity. Summon the light of Horus through the light of the millennial constellations into his temple beneath the ageless pyramid, into his likeness set in stone. With his amulet and his armor, he is once more poised to battle and defeat Set.
Very effing interesting. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of part 9. I am Badass Games. I will see you guys in the next part. I hopefully get that out soon to you guys. No promises, okay? I'll see you guys later. Bye.